Welcome. My name is Jason Perkins. I'm a Georgia workers' compensation attorney. This is another episode in my Georgia workers' compensation video series. In this series, I provide you helpful information about Georgia's workers' compensation law and some of the benefits available to you. Today, I'd like to talk to you about why workers' compensation insurance companies settle cases. But before we get into that, be sure and be on the lookout for my next video where I'm going to talk about herniated disc from workers' compensation injuries. Now let's talk about settlement a little bit. First of all, what is settlement? Settlement is an agreement between you and the insurance company where you give up your workers' compensation case and the insurance company basically buys it from you for a certain amount of money. So why would insurance companies be interested in settling a case? First thing you need to understand is that in Georgia, there is no way, apart from settlement, for you to get a lump sum amount of money awarded for you for your whole case. It's different than a personal injury case where you can go to court and get a decision from a jury or a judge about the entire value of your case. In Georgia, the only way you can do that in a workers' compensation case is through settlement. There is no lump sum verdict otherwise. Now, sometimes you might be paid a lump sum amount of permanent partial disability benefits, but you can't be paid a lump sum amount for your entire case apart from settlement. So, why are insurance companies interested in settling cases? Well, remember, almost all insurance companies are businesses, and they're in business to make money. How they do it in workers' compensation is by taking in insurance premiums from employers, and then by trying to pay out as little as possible when they have claims, when people get injured at work. So what the insurance company is trying to do on any particular claim is pay out as little as possible most of the time. And what does settlement have to do with that? Well, basically, insurance companies look at what your case is likely to cost them in the future. They're in the business of managing risk, and they can reasonably accurately predict what an injury like the one that you have suffered is likely to cost them. They figure out how much medical treatment they're likely to have to pay for in your case, and they figure out how long you're likely to be out of work and how much that's going to cost them, and they figure out how much permanent partial disability they're going to have to pay and any other money that your case is going to cost them. And based on that, they come up with an estimate of what your case is going to cost them in the future. And when they look at settlement as an option, what they would say is if they can settle your case for about the same amount of money or less as it would likely cost them if they left your case open and just kept paying you benefits, that's a good business decision for them. And they would probably save money. And insurance companies, since they're businesses, they want to make money, they'd like to save it where they can. So if they can buy your workers' compensation case for the same amount of money or less as it would cost them if they left it open, generally they would like to do that. Now, obviously, they usually want to settle your case for as little as possible. Why is this important? Well, if you're considering settlement, you need to know how the insurance company evaluates things. You can't just convince the insurance company that you need to get a certain amount of money because you've been through a lot of pain and suffering about your case. In Georgia workers' compensation law, pain and suffering is not something the insurance company has to pay for. What insurance companies will usually pay money for is if they see that your case is going to cost them a lot of money in the future, which means they're going to have to pay a lot in the form of workers' compensation benefits. Now, it can be helpful, I think, to have an attorney on your side if you are considering settlement, or at least to consult with an attorney to find out if they could be helpful to you in settling your case. I'd always recommend at least consulting one beforehand, but it's not anything you're required to do. You can settle your case without a workers' compensation attorney in Georgia. I hope you found this information helpful today. If you have, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or liking it. If you'd like more information about workers' compensation, you can go to our YouTube channel. It's Perkins Studdard Workers' Compensation, and subscribe there to be notified of future videos. Or you can visit our website, www.perkinslawtalk.com, where you can find more information on our blog about workers' compensation, or if you'd like to set up a consultation with me about your case, you can do that there as well. You can also reach out to me by calling me at the number on the bottom of the screen. Thanks for watching today, and I wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injury.